There you go. Got to make sure you get some good girl. Right, so we have soil, gravel on the car park itself, which extends the path, which comes down from the house site, which is good.
Watch out.
Oh, here she comes. What's up? What's up? You ran out of grain. You ran out of grain. You'll have to just make do with the lucerne. Just make do with the lucerne, okay? I'm going for a walk. You can come if you want. You gonna come? You've got the devil in you today. Come on, Mum. Poor old Mum. Come. You okay, Mum? Right, we're all going for a walk on the new path, okay? Chuck, Mum. Courtesy car, BMW. Thanks very much.
You've unlocked it.
Although we prefer our own car.
You've unlocked it.
Okay, left over.
Yep.
So you can see the fellows helpfully use the bobcat to move rocks into position for us.
Just to give me an idea.
He's done a good job, I think. So what we've got to do now is just buy, maybe I'll go to a nursery at the end of bare root season and just get trees, and like if you can get them for three.
Are we better off going
Hey Chuck.
almost the fence here and then trees there?
That's a lot of land, that's a metre in.
How much do you need?
I don't know, maybe.
Because if we...
I'd rather not lose land, because then you've got to mow in between those trees.
I didn't realise it was going to come out this smooth.
No, not at all. They're pretty skilled, actually. Well, you found a good bit, Pearly. Okay, Mum? Mum knows something's up. Right, she knows it's different. So that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yes. So I'll move this.
So this gives a good idea of the new, it's almost a driveway sort of standards, I suppose, but so you can see that it runs along the top of this ridge here. On the other side of this, I think we're going to create that into two paddocks, and up behind this this peppercorn tree on the upper side, they do another woodland of some kind up there, and then stock can go into it if they need to sort of graze under it, but effectively to yeah, to have more trees up there. And then on this bottom side, you can see it falls away quite steeply. I think this is probably 2 paddocks as well. And the grass grows particularly well down in that bottom section, I guess, because it's much wetter. Remove a few of those large rocks that have rolled down. Eventually we will just start, like I've done here, basically be grabbing these rocks and using them to sort of stabilize this. I hope it's sort of stable as it is, but you know, to further stabilize it. We ended up with 4 clear paddocks, and then the extra bits, like the strip that runs down the back of the woodland, like the bit that's just on the other side of the main driveway, which is deceptively large, and this, you know, this other bit up in this far corner here. So you end up with 4+, which is plenty for the type of the type and quantity of animals that we want to keep, which is really nothing more than 3, 4, 5 sheep, and you know, maybe something else from time to time. So I think that's going to work quite well, and then you are able to sort of implement that rotation. And in terms of access to these paddocks, I think what we would do is have the access points along the driveway such that you can move stock via the driveway. So they come out of a gate, move down, and they're able to go into another paddock via another gate accessible from the driveway. I think we'll leave the peppercorn tree, and whilst we certainly do have the objective over time of keeping the blackberries in check, the sheep will eat the blackberries, particularly if there's not a lot of other fodder around. And the berries, the actual blackberries, are particularly nutritious, and you just leave them to eat those berries. There is an apple tree down there, and assuming it can fruit, sheep could just have those windfall apples as well. So this structure here that the sheep are in, like much that I build here at the weekends, it ain't pretty, but it seems to be functional in the sense that it's keeping that lucerne dry, but it's also shelter for them. They have the woodland here, so they kind of don't need shelter really, but I think they probably will use this. And so it's made entirely with repurposed and recycled and scrap materials. I mean, it's literally tree limbs, packaging material from our bathroom renovations, an old rug, baling twine, and stones to sort of keep the rug down. What I could probably do is put some sort of waterproofing material rather than the rug over the top, and that would actually aid, would make it function a bit better. There's no nails, nothing is permanently fastened, so I can dismantle it pretty quickly. But I could certainly make it even a more solid structure by nailing it all together, but I'm not going to do that. It seems pretty solid as it is. Eventually it's really just chipboard that's used as the roofing material. Again, you could just get a bit of tin or something and make it much better, but I won't do that just yet. Well, there's no better way to test out my my very makeshift sheep shelter than by taking shelter under it in the rain. And I'm pleased to say she works. Ready.
Actually, I'm going to walk back on the